Welcome back. Baruch Hashem. It's good to be back. A little bit of Bitachon, and it definitely is necessary in our lives. So we pick it up. The Bais Halevi on Bitachon. We're middle of the 7th chapter. I'll be honest, I actually wasn't sure myself. It went back to the recordings, and I saw that the previous year was how Paroi, he thought that he was harming Klal Yisrael, and little did he know, he was grooming baby Moshe. He was there literally raising the Savior to Klal Yisrael. Says the Bais Halevi, not only loy rak, not only shehishtadlos enoy ma'ila, that hishtadlos doesn't help, but lipa'amim tigroy mahepach. At times it does the opposite. And he continues and he teaches us that we have to be careful, that sometimes when we think we're helping ourselves, we're hurting ourselves. And he continues and he talks about inyani refuah. And he says, Tadir, all the time we find that the doctors think they're helping, but really they're hurting. Now we hear these words and we wonder, what's he talking about? That ishtadlus hurts us? Don't we have to have ishtadlus? Aren't we mechuyev to go to doctors? Aren't we obligated to do whatever we can within the normal level of ishtadlus? So on the bottom over here, Rav David Sutton once again does an incredible job. He begins in note 23, reminding us, of course, the Bais Halevi's building. So in the beginning of the Sefer, he already taught us that, of course, Ishtadlus is necessary, but Ishtadlus has to be done with the appropriate mindset, we'll call it. The actions could be the same, but the question is, what do we think is causing the result? Yes, you go to the doctor, and yes, you have the job, but is that which is causing you to make money? Is that which is causing you to get better? Or, of course, do we realize that no, we're just the vehicle that's going to try to do our best? But at the end of the day, Hashem is the one that is pulling the strings. So when he's referring to over here that Ishtadlus is not only futile, but it could hurt us, he's honing in on Ishtadlus with the thought that we're the one doing it. Going to a doctor with the almost silly, foolish thought that, yeah, the doctor prescribing me is making me better. That, yeah, up to the doctor if the surgery is going to go well. Of course, and we reiterate again and again. And in note 26, Rav David Sutton goes at length. He begins with the Shulchan Aruch. We have a din v'nishmartem ma'oid l'nafshay seichem. Not just watch your health. We have to be very careful about our health. And of course, he quotes the Pele Yaitz that says it's tipshus, it's foolish for one to think, oh yeah, I don't have to take care of myself. Whatever, God will take care of. And the Mesilas Yesharim says, if someone has such a silly attitude and he walks into the middle of a street and he gets hit by a car, says Mesilas Yesharim, it could very well be because you did such a foolish act, the car hit you. But on the flip side, if you take care of your health, if you nishmartem me'oid l'nafshay seichem, then you could be healthy because you're utilizing the appropriate vehicles. And he continues, then maybe one would say, what do you mean? But I could have bitachon. Hashem will take care of me. Why do I have to go to the doctor? He quotes, the Birkei Yosef writes in Yeridea that there's no one nowadays that's on such a level of bitachon. And if someone acts in such a manner, he's oiver and aveira. It's a sin. And even the greatest people of our generation, of the previous generation, we know all our Gedailim went to doctors. The Stipler, he quotes the Stipler that he remarked, is there anyone nowadays that doesn't have to go to a doctor? So of course, it's absolutely foolish to think such. However, we have to walk out of the doctor's office. We have to walk into the surgery. We have to remind ourselves again and again that yes, we need to do the ishtadlus. But once we're thinking that it's I that is changing it, it's the doctor that's determining it, that's a form of ishtadlus. And it's scary to say that not only is it futile, as he writes, eno mo'ila, but it could cause the opposite, Rahman al-Islam. So if one thinks, oh, the doctor is the one that's making this happen, it's my job that's going to make me have parnasa, it's the boss that's going to determine if I get the raise, that attitude is creating that his ishtadlus could be his worst enemy, that the ishtadlus could be that is hurting him incredibly. B'siyata d'shmaya, we should all try to focus our attitudes and realize the appropriate ishtadlus that is necessary.